up, you guys? It is Jessica, doing things differently, and today I have for you guys a tattoo review. Now, I've had a few requests about this, so I was like, you know what? Let's get her done, right? Right. Okay, so before we get started, let me go ahead and do the shout out of the week. And today's shout out goes to Kimberly White. Thank you so much for commenting. Man, oh man, you sure do know how to make a girl feel special. I don't know, that comment was just lovely. So thank you so much for commenting, Kimberly. I appreciate you and your comment. If you guys want to get shouted out in one of my upcoming videos, all you have to do is simply comment down below. That's all. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. So my very first tattoo is this one here. It is just like a little flower with like kind of like a little bit of tribal around it. So a little backstory. I was in a foster home, and I can't really remember if we went to like a tattoo party or if we went to somebody's house and like the tattoo artist came to that house. I don't remember what the scenario was. I just remember getting asked if I wanted a tattoo. I said yes. There's my foster mom was like, okay, go ahead and pick something out. And I remember picking out either like a monkey, like not a orangutan, but a chimpanzee, or I remember picking out Curious George. I don't remember which one, but my foster mom was black, and she said that would be racist, and you know, I'm not going to be disrespectful to her, so I agreed to do something else. You know, she found that it was racist, whom I had to argue with that and her feelings and how she felt. So in order to not offend her, or anybody else for that matter, I decided to go ahead and go with the flower. It was simple, dainty, small enough for my first tattoo, and that's what I went through. My second tattoo, I think, is my stomach tattoo, and they are wings with some red stuff going around it, which was supposed to wrap around to my back. And then my third tattoo was my kid's initial right here, which again, you know, I was young. I thought that was the best place for it, but we all know what a lower back tattoo stands for, and it stands for a right there. Had I have been either a little bit older to be a little bit more mature about it, or not so set in my mind that, oh, I don't care that it stands for that, it's my kid's initials, you can't tell me nothing type thing, which again, maturity, right? So I think what I thought was, I will change the meaning of what that tattoo, that placement of a tattoo stands for, right? I'll get my kids' initials there, you know, I'll tell people that that's what it's for, and people would be like, oh, cool. And like, I had this like huge thing that I would be the person who changed that, you know, that. And obviously it didn't work. But hey, so I thought, initially with this tattoo here, I got it because I had a few stretch marks after having my kids, and I thought, you know, I wanted them to be covered up. And in hindsight now, after having 4 kids, I realized that my stretch marks were extremely minimal compared to what other women have gone through. And now it seems like so petty, like the stretch marks seem so small, that if I would have just, again, been a little bit older, a little bit more mature, then that wouldn't have bothered me so much. But they did, so I covered it up. So then my next one was my, I believe, my foot tattoo. I'll go ahead and put it up here on the screen now. This one meant a lot to me. This one was a big deal to me. It was my turning point when I went down to Florida to do my 6 months of holistic treatment for getting clean and sober. And I decided to get a tattoo while I was down there. Just, you know, basically it was as you can see on the tattoo, it is a shell. The tattoo symbolized the shell, which was for Florida, and the arrow that was going from the bottom to the top to where I started and where I was going. I was only going up, right? So it was my turning point. And I drew the tattoo out and I said, this is what I want. you know, this is where I will go and I'm going to start my life clean. And unfortunately, I did have a relapse after that.
Oh my God.
But it still signified a very, very important time in my life. And I still look at it like it was definitely a learning experience in one way or another, you know. So I really do like that and appreciate it and love it. My next tattoo was this one here. It is a puzzle piece and it says sisters in the middle. And this one was for my two siblings, my two siblings, my two sisters. My other sister got one, a puzzle piece in the same spot. And then I tried to talk my older sister into getting it, and she wasn't having it. You know, she didn't want to get it. She thought it wasn't special enough because me and my younger sister went and got it, you know, and we knew we were getting it, and I didn't include my older sister. In hindsight, looking back on it, I definitely should have. But, like, in the moment, I kind of just thought, like, that was something that me and my younger sister did together because we had just had that experience in Florida together where she lives. We ended up having the chance to get close with each other and, you know, build a bond that we didn't have before. So while I do wish that I would have gotten it, you know, with her, I did, you know, make the mistake in not including her, and I do feel bad for that. My next tattoo was a cover-up. I did have somebody's name right here, and then I covered it up with this rose, and the leaves right here covered it up. So while I had this tattoo before this one, and I don't know in what order I got it, but I did have that one a long time ago. But because it's a cover-up, I don't include this one underneath it anymore. But this one was a very, very special one to me because I covered a name up that I did feel very, very, very close to that person at one time, and it was just like a big choice in my life to move on because I found myself going back to that person over and over and over and over. And while it wasn't a terrible relationship, it was something that I knew I had to let go of. So that kind of, you know, symbolized that. My next tattoo, I believe my next one was the feather with the birds, and it's just a feather with the 4 birds coming off of it, and these ones are for each one of my children. The one after that, I believe, was this one, or this one was first maybe, and then this one. I don't remember how it went, but I got these two very close in time. And then I did this one, which says son right here, and I drew this along with my son's that said mom in the middle. So we just got matching tattoos, and that was his first one. And then I got this one. It was like a spur of the moment thing, really had no significance to it, just something small and quick to do at the time. And then I got this one and that one. So again, these really don't signify anything special. They were just things that I got on kind of like the fly. I picked something out and went with it. My next one is my more recent one, which is my thigh tattoo. And this one is, again, no real significance to it and the meaning behind it, but it was just one of my more professional tattoos. I got it from a person who, you know, does really good work, and is not finished in their eyes, but in my eyes, I do believe that, you know, the work that was done on here is pretty much finished. My next one was this one here that says love yourself first, and that one meant a lot to me because I was going through things at the time. About 2 months prior to that, that was here on YouTube when I got my teeth pulled at first, and I just felt like shit about myself, to be completely blunt and honest. I was so insecure. I was so depressed and in a state where, like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull myself out of it, to be honest. And I finally did. I got this tattoo, and this one that has a heart with a J, and that is for my name and heart to love myself, along with this one, love yourself first, because I need to remember to do that. A lot of times we can forget to love ourselves and forget that we matter and that we are important, and we should love ourselves before anybody else in order to give ourselves to somebody else. And once I was able to do that, I have since been able to give myself to somebody else, and it has been by far one of the best relationships I've ever been in. The love, the respect, the ability to communicate and open up with each other, the ability to connect with somebody on not only a emotional and mental capacity, has made it to where I feel that, you know, he's definitely the best relationship I've ever been in. And I not only love him very much so, but I also respect him. I've never felt like so intertwined with somebody on that deep of a level that I decided my next tattoo was his name. And that definitely is something that I never said I would do again after getting it on my wrist, because I said that, you know, nobody will ever be put on my body again, and on it as far as the tattoo is concerned, because I feel like nobody deserved to be, you know, and I continued to feel that way until recently, and I said, this man deserves the world, you know, and that's why I decided to, you know, get it on me. And I don't regret it, not one bit. And I even feel like if we were to break up tomorrow, which God forbid, but I still wouldn't regret it. He absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, is love of my life. And I don't regret anything with him, period. So that's that. So this one was in between my love yourself, or no, this was in between this one and this one. I went and got this one afterwards, and that just says love. They had like a little tattoo thing going on where you could go and you like picked out a tattoo off like 5 sheets of paper that they had, and then it was like marked down. It was like a flash sale type event. And I got that, and I got this because, again, it's just a good reminder to myself to love myself, love me, love who I am, no matter what, you know, as long as it's the best version of me. Love myself, you know, and even when I'm not always the best version of me, whether I'm depressed or sad or angry, as long as, you know, I come out the other end in the best possible way, then I need to learn to love all of me, you know. So that was kind of what that was for. But that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little tattoo reveal, showing you guys what they are, what they mean, and when I got them in my life. But that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications for every time I upload another video. Comment down below and share this video with a friend, coworker, sister, brother, grandma, grandpa, mom, or dad, or anybody for that matter. Just share this video. All right, you guys, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye! In order to like not voodoo small, that if I would small that